Bellen, one final time this morning, hanging out with our friends at RedBloom, learning about braiding now. Is that right, Jill?
Yeah, it's called a fishtail braid here. So talking about fall trends, the top trends that we're seeing on the runway, and of course braids are still hot. So this is a braid that looks very intricate, but is actually, well, we'll see, easy to do. So Sarah's going to help me navigate here and tell me a little bit about how we start.
Okay, so the first thing we did was start off with a ponytail. This one we did to the side. You can do it to the back. And you don't even have to start off with a ponytail. You can just start with 2 sections of hair. It's just easier when you're first trying to figure it out to stabilize it at the top. Then we split the ponytail into 2 sections. I'm still holding on to those 2 sections on the bottom, even though I've already started. And I'm going to continue the braid the same way I started, grabbing a section from behind, pulling it to the center to your left hand, grabbing one from behind with your left hand, switching it to the center in your right hand. And a fishtail is essentially a 2-strand braid. You just keep taking sections and bringing them back and forth across the front. To get that true fishtail shape, you can take really small sections and then you end up with a nice fine braid like the one we have here on Alex.
Yeah, that looks really beautiful. It looks a little bit different than mine, let's be honest.
Yeah. And if you have layers in your hair, that's not a problem at all. We have a few strands that are pointing out here, but that's okay because we want something that looks really loose and natural and soft.
Okay. And how are you going to finish that off?
And I'm going to finish this off by pulling some sections loosely from the braid.
Okay. What's actually easy about this braid versus a traditional braid is that you're only handling 2 sections versus 3. And it looks actually a little bit more fancy than a typical braid.
It looks a lot prettier than it actually is. It makes it seem like it's hard work, but it's really easy. So what I'm doing now is taking sections from the side and just gently pulling them out and loosening the braid, and this just softens the whole thing. And
beautiful.
And then we finish it off with an elastic on the bottom.
Okay, and then would you keep the elastic at the top?
You don't have to. You can take your scissors and cut it away if you want, and that'll give you an even looser effect as well.
Okay, fantastic. I'm going to continue braiding, but let's show off what's happened here so far. I don't know, you guys. It might need a little work. I might need to practice my fishtail technique.
No, I think you're getting there. I'm going to try.
Does it look okay?
I think it looks good. I'm going to work on that. Ted, you can talk about what's next.
I do not have the patience to do a braid like that.